Opti morning, Optimians Global, wherever you are. So this is your coach Hans, your coach, your mentor, and your guide. And for today, we will be talking about our mobile app we call the Dealers Tracking System, or the DTS. All right, so basically this will serve as your quick guide for your One Opti Mobile application. So this training was actually intended for non-local speaking or non-Filipino speaking members. Especially we have members outside the Philippines. Right now we have a growing members in Canada, in the US, as well as in Nigeria, and soon to be in Botswana and other parts of Africa and the globe. Right now we already have a lot of members outside the Philippines because of our great product, of our great system. And for that reason, I intended to create this video training to help you or to create a guide on how you can utilize and how you can use your dealer's tracking system. So let's go ahead. Now, how to download the mobile app. So it is very important in order for you to access your account to first download our mobile app. Now, first is make sure you have your Google Play for Android users. And for Apple users, we have the Apple Store. So you just have to download or search for the app name One Optimum. That's the name of our app on your Google Play Store or iOS Apple Store. And once you found it, you just have to install it on your phone. And once installation is completed, then you will be able to see this icon on your desktop or on your phone. And that's where you can actually access your online account after you are being registered as an official One Opti member. So wherever you are, wherever you are, whatever time you have there, you can definitely access this mobile app globally 24/7. So what basically can you do on the Opti mobile app? But before I proceed, I'd like to remind everyone to make sure to subscribe to our channel. And again, my channel is Coach Hans, because it is where I will be uploading all my training videos. So even if you're not in the Philippines, if you are in other countries, you can access these trainings, have these links forwarded to your team. That way, they will also be trained and they will be able to understand how the Opti business works, especially with our growing members in Nigeria. So you just have to subscribe and make sure to also share, like, and click on the notification bell. So whenever we have new trainings, you will be updated, because the secret to success in this business is understanding the business. All right, so going back. So what can you do on the Opti mobile app? So first thing first, you can do all your Opti transactions inside the mobile application, such as check your account, dashboard, and summary. You can register new accounts, you can add, and you can even upgrade accounts. So when we say upgrading accounts, that's basically going from silver to gold into platinum accounts. Then this will also allow you to switch from one account to another easily. And this is applicable if you have multiple accounts, because as all we know, you can have as much as 7 accounts per name here in One Opti. So this will allow you to actually switch over from your first account, your second, third, fourth, or up to your 7th account. Then the mobile app will also allow you to check your bonus summary. This is basically your earnings. And this will also allow you to monitor your team points, unilevel, and binary list. And this will also give you the option to encode and keep track of your unilevel points history. So everything will be discussed later on. So this also gives you the option to request for encashment and keep track of past encashment history. And it is where you can redeem your FIP pair, GC. GC actually stands for gift certificate. Later on, I will also discuss what GC, and we also have a separate training about GC redemption. Just have to look for the training, or if you don't, then perhaps we'll create a new one. And also, this will allow you to update your account profile, bank account records, and update your passwords too. Now you can access your Opti accounts anywhere, anytime. So basically, your Opti mobile app, which is an added benefit for being a One Opti Global dealer, makes you enjoy your Opti business more at your convenience, literally anytime, anywhere, at no extra cost, as long as you have access to internet or mobile data. Okay, now moving forward, so how to log in on the Opti mobile app? Well, first thing first, you need to make sure that you have been registered successfully by your sponsor, by your uplines, by your sponsor, or whoever recruited you. Make sure that you have been registered successfully and a user ID and password has been created under your account or under your name. Now, for those that doesn't have any sponsor or uplines, you can just simply reach me out or message me. So basically, here is the interface or the page where you can log in. So you just have to enter your existing user ID and password and click on login on the members login page. So this is the members login page. This is how it looks when you access this on your phone. Of course, it will have a different interface if you access this on your personal computer or on your laptop. So when you click on login, then there will be a short alert or system announcement. Just kindly disregard this one. Just have to click on OK, and definitely it will direct you to the main dashboard. This is called the main dashboard. So just a quick tip, be familiarized with your Opti mobile app, as it will play a major part of your Opti business moving forward. So it's basically your secretary. So you can definitely scroll to different icons and understand the specific functions of each icon, so you'll get familiarized with our Opti mobile app. So what's inside the Opti mobile app? What does those icons means? So here's how it works. So I will try to explain those icons one by one. So on the upper left corner, you will definitely see your dealers. That's basically your dealer number or your user ID. So each account comes with a different dealer number. All right, so your dealer number is only applicable per account. So if you have 7 accounts, even though it's under your name, then you will have 7 dealer numbers. And on the right side, on the upper right corner, will be the log out icon. So when you're done accessing your online account, make sure to log it out for your safety. All right, so that's the log out icon. So first thing first is the dashboard. So what's inside the dashboard? So here's what's inside the dashboard. Basically, this you'll be able to see you will have a quick glance of what's inside your account. So basically your current balance, that is the amount that you can redeem, and the current GC, that's your current gift certificate. In my case, so this is what's the number. It's 469,496 available GC. So what's on the current balance page is basically your available cash and your available gift certificate that you can redeem. Also, you'll be able to see your profile. You can change your photo if you want. So that is a quick training for the dashboard. It's just your overview of what's inside of that specific account. Now let's go to the next icon, which is the account section. The account section will basically give you the option. This section is only used for adding and upgrading an existing account and not for your new registration. So please take note, if you want to register a new member, it must be done on the login page, not on this section. So if you still remember the first part of this training, we went to the login page. It is where you will actually do the new registration and not on this page. Okay, so again, account page will only allow you to add an additional account, or this will allow you to upgrade your account from a lower package to a higher package. So basically, if you have silver account, this allows you to upgrade to either gold or upgrade to a platinum account as well. Okay, so that's what this section is all about, the account section. Now for the switch icon or the switch section, it is where you will see your different accounts. So in my end, you will see I have 7 accounts. So when you open the first one, you will not see that on this page. So you can only see the remaining 6 account. So in this case, I have hands 2, 3, 4, 5 until hands 7. So basically this gives you the option. If you click on the account summary under this section, you will be able to see the earnings of each of your accounts. So for this specific example, I have 7 accounts and I have 4 out of those 7s which are already active and is already earning right now. So under my hands 001, I have 54,800 pesos. Hand 002, I have 18,015 pesos and 50 cents. Hand 003, I have 24,055 pesos. And hand 006, I have 23,335 and 50 cents. So with this account, you will be able to have a quick glance of all the earnings of all of your accounts at one look. So under this section as well, under switch section, you can also add an account. So like what we've just discussed earlier under account section, under switch section, you can also add an additional account. Again, additional account only applies if you only have less than 7 accounts. So if you would like to have an additional 2, 3, as long as you don't have 7 accounts yet, then this particular section can help you add an account as well. So in this example, if you click on add account, it will give you this page. So you will see that hand 001-1 is already pre-populated. You just have to remove that one. And this happens mainly because I already have like 7 accounts. But if you don't have any additional accounts yet, this will auto-populate. You just have to change like let's say hand 001 to 002, your name to 003 until you have that 7 account. So in this example, when I switch over to hand 002, it will give me the dashboard of hand 002. If I switch over to hand 003, then I will be able to see what's inside 003. If I click on hand 004, which is my 4th account, then I will have a quick glance of what's inside my 4th account. Hand 005, hand 006 also gives me the option to access my 6th account, and hand 007 also gives me the option to access my 7 accounts. So that's what switch section or switch icon is all about. Now, if we move on to the next icon, which is the bonus summary page, this will also gives you a quick glance of all the different bonuses that you can earn with One Opti. Then we have the bonus summary, the direct referral. So for the direct referral, this will give you a quick glance of who are the people you have directed or you have sponsored so far on this particular account. So if you want to access the direct referral under your first account, then you have to go to hand 001 or your first account. Then if you would like to access who were the sponsored names under your 3rd account, then you have to go to switch account first, click on your 3rd account, then access the bonus summary page and click on direct referral. And this also applies to the other icons like the entry unit level. Basically, this is our commission, because whenever someone joins your account, there is an entry unit level from the 1st level up until the 10th level. So basically, you earn from those direct referral made by your directs up until your 10th level. So for silver, you get 5 pesos. For gold, you have 10. and for platinum, you have 15. Now, for the pairing bonus, this allows you to access where your pairing bonuses are coming from. So you will be able to see the exact name of people, when they were encoded, and who were their sponsors. And also for the infinity bonus, the uni-level bonus, the finder's fee, and MSS4, basically these are all for your earning page. So whenever you want to see the specifics on that particular bonus or commission, this is where you will go, the bonus summary page. All right, now let's go to the network icon. The network icon summary page. So basically with this one, you will see an additional icons. We have the uni-level list, binary list, the binary graphic list, and the binary points. So allow me to discuss the difference of these 4 icons. So uni-level list, okay, so this is just an example on my end. So under the uni-level list icon, this will provide you the list of members of your network by level. So when we say by level, each person that is encoded are actually determined by levels. So if they are all your direct sponsors, basically they are all your level 1. So if you sponsored someone, even if it's 100 or more, as long as you are the direct sponsor of these people or of these dealers, then they are all considered your first level. So whenever your first level recruits someone in addition to your team, then that will be considered as your second level. All right. And when your third level recruited another one under their team, then that is considered your fourth. So in this particular page, you will be able to see how many levels you have under your team and whether or not you will be earning uni-level incentive bonuses, because for uni-level, you can only earn as much as up to your 10th level. So you can definitely see if someone is joining your team, will you still be earning uni-levels from them or not? Then this is the right page to go to. Okay. So for the binary list, on the other hand, this allows you to see the name of the members that joins your account. This will actually provide you the list of members of your network by binary position. When we say binary position, are they positioned on your left or are they positioned on your right? Since we're talking about the binary system, then basically you will this is where you will determine if this particular person is actually on your left or they're actually on your right. Okay, so this is the binary list page. Now, if we go to the binary graphical page, this will actually give you a preview of your account. In this case, it is being color coded. So the purple one stands for mobile elite or mobile stockist. Then we have the platinum for green, the gold, blue for silver. And if you see a gray colored icon there, it means that nobody is on that particular position yet. So it is where you can actually encode someone and make sure that they are positioned accordingly, so you will not lose them on your team. Now, for the binary graphical page, this will provide you the graphical view of the members of your team in the form of a network structure. So for this particular example, I just use my own binary graphical page since I don't have access to other accounts. Okay, I hope this helps, and I hope this tutorial will give you an overview on how you can manage your account. Now, for the binary points, on the other hand, binary points summary page, this will actually provide you the view of points and the total accounts encoded under your network. Well, please be reminded, though, that every time a silver account is being encoded, this equates to 100 points being added on your account. Then for gold, that's an equivalent of 200 points. And for platinum, that's an equivalent to 300 points. So in this particular example, you will see that on the left total, that means those are the people or the accounts on my left team. So I have 18,217 accounts on my left, and on my right side I have 39,589 accounts. Now each accounts comes with points. Now, if you would notice that under left points, it is basically more than, because if we multiply 18,217 by 100, that would only equates to 1,821,700 points. But if you would notice that, why is it 800 for 1,849,700? Mainly because the accounts represents number of person or number of people joining your account, while the points represents what type of account they have. So the reason why the points are greater than the number of person or accounts, mainly because some of my members on my left or right team has already upgraded to a higher accounts. Therefore, there are higher points. But the name of the total number of the members remains intact, while the points could be a little bit higher, mainly because some of them upgraded to gold and some of them upgraded to platinum. Because if they upgrade to gold, then that's going to be an added 100 points, while if they upgrade to platinum, then that would be an added 300 points. So this is how you will determine if under the pairs today, under the section pairs today, this is where you can also monitor your account, whether you are closing to flush out or are you trying to maximize your pairing limit per day. Because again, if you are under gold account, you only have a pairing limit or a daily limit of 8 pairs per day. So it is where you will see if you are basically approaching your maximum pairing per day. And if you are under gold status, you are basically under 24 pairs per day. And if you are under platinum account, you are under 48 pairs per day. So I recommend to really study this one and understand every category we have here. And if you have questions, feel free to ask me, or you can definitely ask your uplines. Now, when it comes to sales, the sales page will actually allow you, this is where actually you can see where you can encode the unilevel points or the unilevel product codes, the summary and the history. So let's go inside this page. So basically it is where you enter your unilevel code from your repeat purchase. If you click on encode product pin, okay? Please be reminded that in order for you to actually earn from the unilevel incentive, you must be able to maintain 150 unilevel points value in each of your account. So this is where you can actually, because every time you make purchases, it should come with what we call as product codes. Now, those product codes, you're basically earning, the product codes are basically something that could give you an additional earning under the unilevel incentive. And again, in order for you to do that, you must maintain your account for 150 unilevel points. So for this type of example, so this is where you encode, because codes comes with two parts, the product pin 1 and the product pin 2. So after you enter your, so basically each product comes with pins, and those pins or those codes comes with value. So they have, like our Opti juice, it has a different value with our Opti coffee, with our glutathione, with our soaps, toothpaste. All of our products comes with what we call as unilevel codes. So whenever you buy your products, make sure to ask for your unilevel codes, because this is where you can actually enter those codes and earn extra out of those purchases. And the purchase is made by your team from first up until the 10th level. So when you click on encode pin, in this particular example, automatically it will direct you to the sales history. So the sales history will basically record all unilevel maintenance done on a particular account. So like this one, this is the order summary. So this happens whenever you make your purchases. So that's the sales. Now for the payout, basically we will be getting into those icons or in those sections later. I'm just giving you the overview of what you can see under your dashboard. Okay, so for this one, so for the payout section or the payout page, you will see the request encashment and the history. Well, it's very obvious that this is where you can request for redemption. or encashment of your earnings on a weekly basis. So please be reminded though that we can only do encashment only every Monday from 12:01 in the morning up until 11:59 in the evening. That's in Manila time. Okay, so you just have to check wherever you are to make sure that you are inside the time frame for Manila time whenever you do encashment. Otherwise, the encashment window will close. All right, so in this case, for example, if you would like to do an encashment or request for cash, so this is the page that will come up. So you just basically have to enter the exact amount that you wish to redeem. So for this example, let's say, for example, I have 100,000 pesos on my wallet, which means that those are my earnings, and I prefer to redeem 50,000 or 100,000. Then this is where you will indicate the amount you wish to redeem. Please be reminded that comma are not included, so just disregard the comma. So for this example, I withdraw the entire amount on my current wallet, which is 100,000 pesos. Then after that one, you just have to click on submit request. Then after that, you will be directed to the encashment history. So this is where you will see your encashment and the statuses of your encashments. So whenever it's a fresh encashment, you will see that the status will be under pending. But once completed after the encashment window closes, then it will turn into process, which means that you just have to wait for a couple of days. Then during the payout day, you can receive those check, whether how much you redeem for that particular encashment. All right. Then GC stands for gift certificate. This is where you can redeem your gift certificates. Basically, gift certificates, we actually have a separate training for this one. But just to give you an overview, the gift certificate will actually allow you to redeem those points, your fifth pair bonuses, into a lot of options. You can redeem it for free products. You can redeem it for free gadgets, free appliances. Here in the Philippines, you can also use it for free tuition fee for your son, your daughter, your siblings. And you can even use it to purchase for travel whenever we have travel incentives going on. Okay, so for this one, this is the example. So if you click on request GC, then it will provide you the exact amount of the available GC points that you can redeem. Now, please be reminded that for products, redemption are always based on SRP price. So in this particular example, let's say I have 5,000 pesos available, or 5,000 points, and I wish to redeem 3,500, then basically that is the amount that will be redeemed. Now, for gadgets, appliances redemption, always seek for approval first because it is subject for approval. So always get in touch with your sponsor, by the way. And again, the maximum amount for each redemption will be for 50,000. And the GC history will basically provide you the history of the redemptions that you have made in the past. So on my end, these are my past redemptions. Basically, this training, I actually made this training a long time ago. I believe it was in 2021. So these are some of my redemption history in 2021, perhaps during pandemic. Now, how to register a new member? You have to understand again that whenever registering a new member, it has to be done on the main page and not when your account is open. Make sure that you are logged out properly, because if you don't log out properly and you register a new member, it will end up being added under your team or under your account and not as a new registration. So please be careful. Now, tips or some guidelines when encoding a new member. So always inform your upline before doing an encoding for monitoring purposes. Yes, for courtesy purposes, make sure to always notify your upline before encoding. And avoid critical days. That's basically Sunday and Monday when encoding, because basically this is when a huge amount of encoding is being added on our system. So sometimes it causes delay in the posting of bonuses. So you can always include during lean days. That's basically from Tuesday until Saturday, and avoid those critical days. I'm not saying that you can't, but yes, you can. But it's always best to avoid those days because we're having a lot of digital traffic happening during those busy encoding days, okay? And do not delay your encoding. So whenever someone joins your team and you made the purchase of the package, make sure to encode them within 24 hours upon receiving that code. So even if you're abroad and you join One Opti after we make your purchase, we make sure that you are being encoded in our system because it is where we actually generate the user ID and password so you can log into your online account. And also avoid encoding when you're in a hurry or when you're sleepy. Of course, this may cause a lot of problem. Okay, some errors that may occur is that mispositioning your account, some wrong spelling of the names, things like that. So please do avoid encoding whenever you're sleepy or whenever you are busy. Make sure that when you encode, your focus is to encode. Now, always double check all entries when encoding. Don't be a trigger happy. And before encoding, always check the proper placement of the new members. So make sure that they are placed accordingly. If they're gonna be on the left. When we say placement, that's basically the left and the right. And always double check the dealer number of both the sponsor and the placement's dealer number. In my end, it's always my best practice to always write down the dealer number of the sponsor and placement before doing any encoding to avoid any mistakes or error. And focus when encoding to avoid errors. So how to register a new member. So this, if you recall, this is actually the initial page, the login page. So in this case, you just have to click on register and not log in. Again, if it's a new member, do not click on login. Just click on register and you will see this form popping up. And it is where you will actually enter the information. So we're just using a dummy information here. It's for Juanito Masipagerns Tamadursky. Sounds like a German, but it's not. Yeah, so you just have to enter your email address, the mobile number. By the way, this information for the email and the mobile number, some of this information are optional. Now for the address, you just have to indicate the city. You don't have to include the specific address like the street name, the block name, the subdivision. You don't have, you just have to enter the city. And for the username, you can actually create a username for this one. Well, it's always good to communicate with the new member and ask them what user ID or username they preferred, because once we entered the user ID on the system, it cannot be replaced. Okay, so for the password, you can just perhaps select a default password, or if the user or the new member prefers a new password, then you might as well ask for that one. And for the sponsor, again, sponsor are people who earns the direct referral. So basically, they are the uplines. That is actually you who directed someone to join your team. You are called sponsor. You're called upline. Okay. Now for the binary placement, this is where you will place. So whenever you're placing someone under your team, make sure to get the dealer number or the member ID number of the person where you will connect your new member. Okay, then under that one, you just have to select if it's under left or right. So yes, basically the sponsor number or the binary placement, that is actually where the new member is going to be attached. So you have to select, because every time you are registered, it is always defaulted on the left. So always double check this one. So if you prefer to like put them on the right side of this person, then you just have to tick on the right or the left. And the pin, for the pin, you can only obtain the pin, ladies and gentlemen, if you made the purchase of the package. Again, the pin is only issued upon purchase of the package. So if you purchase a silver package, then you will get a silver pin or the code. And for gold, yes, you have a gold package, then you will have a different pin for that one, as well as for the platinum. So make sure that the pin, okay, it can only be acquired upon purchase. So for people that is currently abroad or having teams abroad, most of the times what they do is they made like an advanced purchase. Let's say they purchased 20 silvers, then they just keep those pins And whenever someone's joining their team, then that's the time they use that pin. So the pin is also two parts, the pin 1 and pin 2. Make sure to enter them correctly and always double check zeros from letter O because letter O are smaller, okay? Then from this one, just have, it's always defaulted to silver, but if you're encoding a gold or a platinum, make sure to tick gold or platinum, then make sure to click on accept terms and of course register. And after that one, make sure to double check the information that you have been encoded before submitting or do the final submission. Otherwise, if it's incorrect, then you have to go through those tedious process in correcting those information. Okay, so make sure before you hit submit, everything is correct. Excuse me. Now, how to add an account? Okay, excuse me. Again, adding an account is different from registering an account. The term register a new account only applies for new members that doesn't have any existing account yet. While on the other hand, adding an account applies for members that already have an existing account and they just want to add an additional or a multiplier account under his name. And again, for each name, you can add up to 7. So tips with adding an account, just a quick one. Always inform your upline. That's always basic. And avoid critical days. Make sure to, all right, this is the most important one. Whenever you add an account, make sure that you are currently logged in on that main account of the owner. So if you are the owner of the account, make sure you are logged into that particular account. Or if it's your downline's account and he wishes to add a new member, or if he wishes to add an additional account under his name, then make sure that his account is being open. So he has to provide you his user ID and his password to open or log in the account so you can add an additional account for him. Okay, so it's always better that we understand how to do this so you don't have to provide your user ID and password to someone else and just do the add account by yourself. So avoid decoding where you're in a hurry and you're sleepy. Well, just basically same information like we have right earlier. So here's how you add an account. Okay, log in the user ID and the password of the person that wishes to have an additional account. Again, for someone that already have an existing account and wishes to have an additional account, you have to enter his login information. I'm sorry about that. All right, I'm sorry about that. Now, to proceed, so after you log in, so you will see your dashboard again. And from there, you will see the first thing that you have to make sure is that you are on the right account. So make sure to always check the dealer number and the user ID of the accounts being open, because in the event that you're opening your own account and it's your downline is asking you to add an additional account for him, then chances are you'll be adding your own account instead of his. So make sure that you are under the correct account for this one, okay? So that's what I'm saying. So make sure you are on the correct account to be added. And for that, you just have to click on accounts. And when this page came up, you just have to click on add account, as simple as that one. And when you click on that account, this pop-up or this page will appear. And again, make sure the first thing that you have to check in this one is the user ID, the existing user ID. If you notice that there is a pre-populated JM Tamadersky -1. So it's up to if you would like to change that -1 because that's changeable since you already have JM Tamadersky as an example for the main account and you're adding the secondary account, you can just change that one into number 2. So this will be JM Tamadersky 2. Then you just have to enter the, yes, that's one. Check the newly created user ID for additional accounts. So just have to change the -1 to -2. It's up to you. Or if you want, because otherwise, if you don't change this and you have 7 accounts, all of those 7 accounts will have JM Tamadersky -1. So might as well change it to -2, -3. Like in my case, for the prior example, I use this Hans -1, -2 until -7. And for this one, you just have to enter the sponsor ID and the placement ID. So whenever you're adding a new account, it's always a rule to always take note of the sponsor ID or the dealer number of the account, as well as the placement number of the account where the secondary account or the additional account will be added to. Otherwise, it will cause you more confusion, okay? So you just have to enter the sponsor account, and for this one, you just have to enter the placement. Then again, click on, the proper placement position and enter the new PIN code. Again, the new PIN code is being generated if you purchase your additional package, okay? So it can only be obtained on our offices, like on our branches and our mega centers. Okay, so in this one, this is just an example of the code. I entered it. Then you can click on the terms and condition and click on register. All right, make sure again that everything is correct before you enter or click yes. Now, how to upgrade an account? Upgrading an account would be easier than adding an account, basically. So after you enter your existing user ID and password and you click on login, first thing first, make sure you are on the correct account to be upgraded. Let's say, for example, you have 7 accounts and you wish to upgrade your first account. Make sure that you are currently logged in on that first account that you wish to upgrade. Okay. Now, in this one, we are upgrading the JM Tamadersky account. So you just have to click again the accounts icon. And from this one, click on the upgrade accounts icon. Okay, then from this one, you don't have to indicate anything because you're basically upgrading an existing account. So no need to register. You just have to enter the code. So in this one, you just have to enter your PIN 1 and PIN 2. Okay, after that one, if you notice that if it's a mobile account, okay, this is just a quick tip. Whenever you are entering a code, if it's a silver account, it's the first letter is always S. If it's a gold, it's letter G. If it's platinum, it's letter P. In this one, I'm upgrading this account into a mobile elite. That is why the PIN starts with letter M. So there is an indicator of what type of package you are upgrading in or encoding in whenever you make that purchase. Okay, so for this one, select the proper package to upgrade. For this example, we choose the mobile elite. Then click on upgrade account and double check all entries in the pop-up screen and click on submit. Now, once you're done, make sure to confirm that your account is actually upgraded. How? You just have to log in, log out, and log in again, and go to the account summary section, and you will see that your name or your account is already been upgraded. Now, let's go about encoding the unilevel code. Unilevel code, ladies and gentlemen, are basically incentives or commission earned from people that are part of your team. So from your first level up until the 10th level, all of those purchases being made on a monthly basis. By the way, the cutoff starts with the 4th of the month up until the 3rd, and it closes on the 3rd of the month. Then right after that, give it around 5 to 10 business days, you will see that an additional incentive has been added into your account, and that is the unilevel code from purchases made by all of your members. Okay, so just a quick tip. Some guidelines here. All of your products sold comes with unilevel codes and corresponding points value. Monthly maintenance to qualify for the unilevel incentive is 150 unilevel points value, and this is per account. So if you have a huge network and all of yours, let's say for example, you have 7 accounts, and all of those 7 accounts have an active unilevel team or group or sub teams, then make sure to make sure to maintain 150 points for all those 7 accounts, so you will not lose any of those commissions. So the monthly cutoff, this is what I'm talking earlier. Well, the cutoff is actually the 3rd of the month. So it runs from the 4th up until the 3rd. Let's say, for example, for the month of November, it actually starts November 4th and it will end December 3rd. Then a new cutoff will come in. Now, our unilevel system has dynamic compression. So this guarantees that you always get 10 level commission. So let's say, for example, well, again, this applies if you have more than 10 levels of team or network. So of course, if you only have like your first and second level, you will not get 10 level commission. This only applies if you have more than 10 levels of network or team. Now, unilevel incentive payout is within 5 days. Well, basically, this 5 days no longer applies. It should be 5 to 10 business days. I just failed to update this information. And payout on unilevel incentive is also included on the account summary of each member's account, therefore included during encashment of the account too. So whenever the payout commission or the unilevel commission is applied to your account and you did an encashment, it will be in cash all throughout. Okay. Now, so how to encode for unilevel? You just have to enter your user ID again and your password. And after you log in, you just have to go to this icon, the sales icon. And once you're inside the sales icon, you just have to click on encode product pins. So it is where this page will come up. That is the summary. Then it is where you will actually encode your pins. Okay, so for the encoded product summary, you will see that there hasn't been any encoded pins. So for this example, and by the way, this one, the third one, for the sales history, this will give you a month-by-month summary of all of your maintenance. So in this case, you will see that I failed to actually maintain my December 2020 unilevel. For whatever reason, I might be busy during those times. No? So in this example, let's say, for example, you entered your PIN, then you click on encoding PIN. Automatically, after you click on your encoded PIN, the encoded product summary page will be updated after clicking OK, and you will see that those pins are actually in there. So you will see that under maintenance, you have already maintained 25 points because for every Opti juice, there is actually 25 points. For every Opti copy, there's 10 points. So all of our products comes with points. So regardless of what product you entered in the system, whether it's an assorted product, as long as you have completed 150 points, you're good on that particular account. So let's encode the second pin. All right. So for the second pin, after that one, click on encode product pin. Then it will refresh. Now you will see under encoded product summary, I already have encoded a total of 50 points because that's my second pin. So for that one, again, you just click on encode pin and encode another pin until all of your 7 accounts is completed. So for this one, for 150 unilevel points value, that's an equivalent of 6 OptiJuice because each OptiJuice comes with 25 points. So if I completed 150 points, that means for this particular account, I have already maintained it with the required number of points in order for me to earn unilevel incentive for this particular month. Then once I completed the 150 points, you just have to click on submit order. And from there, you will see another pop-up, continue submitting order. And when you click on OK, there we go. It will update the sales history and you will see that on May 1st, 2021, I have made a complete maintenance of this particular account. So you will understand now that you will now see that this particular training was actually created May 1st, 2021. All right. It's been a while, but a lot of us is actually using this training. So in this matter, I'm done maintaining for this particular account. So if I have 7 accounts, I just have to repeat the procedure until all accounts, all of those 7 accounts are properly maintained. That way, all of those 7 accounts will earn commission. So basically, that is the advantage of having multiple accounts than instead of just getting one. It's like having five taxis. It's like having 7 taxis rented at the same time. So if you have only one taxi, you only earn one commission, and then I'm earning seven. So it's like a booster or a multiplier. Okay. So how to encash your earnings via the mobile app? So again, in the meantime, I would like to set expectation that all encashments are still done here in the Philippines because we haven't opened the international market, and yet because of our great product, there's a lot of foreign Optimians as we call it, or foreign members who's doing this business. However, all of our payouts are still coming out in our office, and that is today. And of course, we are also leaning forward towards getting these things automated in the future. So who knows, in the future when you encash in Nigeria or in the US or in Canada or in Australia or in Europe, you can easily get those incentives straight to your bank account. And again, that will happen in the future. All right. So for now, again, today is November 2022. So in the meantime, all of our payouts are all coming out in the Philippines in our head office here in Quezon City in Manila. So how to encash your earnings? So here are some encashment guidelines. Our weekly cutoff are from Tuesday until Monday. Okay. So encashment window opens only during Monday from morning until it's actually 11:59. Forget me about the typo. So that's 11:59 p.m. Manila time. Okay. And if there will be no encashment, let's say you prefer not to encash your earnings for this particular week, you don't have to worry because your earnings or your 50-year GC will just stay on your account until it accumulates and until you encash it in the future. So encashment is per account basis. So if you have 7 accounts and you have earnings on those 7 accounts, you have to encash them one by one until those 7 account encashment has been completed. So do not use comma or period when encashing. And there are ways to actually encash via the mobile app. The first one is our dashboard encashment. Second is the account summary page. And the third one is the payout page section. So let's discuss all of this. First, we have the dashboard encashment. So when you open your dashboard, you will easily see this one. So in this particular example, I have a bonus of 97,615 pesos. So if I wish to, if you only have like one account, okay, you can easily make your encashment on this particular page. You don't have to go through with the other encashment options because again, those encashment options only applies if you have multiple accounts. But if you only have one or a single account, then you're good with the dashboard encashment. So for this one, you just click on request bonus. Then if this page came up, then you just have to enter the amount you wish to encash or redeem. Please be reminded as well that you have the option not to redeem everything. Let's say in this example, I have 97,000 and I just prefer to encash like 50,000. I just have to put 50,000 and what's left will stay on my account until my next encashment. Okay. So in this case, I prefer to encash everything. So I put 97,615 without a comma. Then after that, I click on either cash, check, or bank. Now, please be reminded though that cash and bank options are no longer available for now. All of our encashments are under checks. So if I click on submit request, there will be another pop-up that will came up. It will ask you if you continue to submit your request for encashment. So if you decided to change the amount, you just have to click on cancel. But if you're good with the amount, then just have to click on OK. So another pop-up confirming your encashment successful. Click on OK. And you will see under encashment history, you will see that there is no reference number, which means your encashment hasn't been completed because it will only get completed once our encashment window closes by 12 midnight on Monday. Okay. So in this particular excuse me for that one. So in this particular piece, you will see that the status is still pending. Again, it will only get completed if the encashment window closes after 12 midnight. Okay. Now, encashment done for this one. This is basically my first account. Now, and this only applies if I only have one account. Now, if you have, let's say, multiple account, then you can simply go to the account summary page or under switch. Then you will see all of your accounts earnings. In this particular example, you will see that that out of my 7 accounts, I have 4 accounts earning. Basically, oh, by the way, let me also remind you that you can only encash if the earnings on your account is more than 500 pesos. So if it's less than 500, you will not be able to encash it. That's why if you would notice that there are some accounts here showing below minimum because it is below 500. But if it's more than 500, you'll already see under actions that you'll have the option to cash, bank, or check. But as I was saying earlier, you just have to click on check. Okay, so for all those accounts, just click on you will see this option, click on check. And from there, it will give you a pop-up. Please check encashment, click on OK. Then from there, you will see that from cash, check, and bank account, you will now see under action, it will give you an open and close term cancel. So cancel applies if you wish to change the amount as long as the encashment window is still open, then you can still continue with the encashment. But if it's closed, then you cannot make any changes anymore. All right, in this case, there we go. So I just have to follow the steps on your other accounts if you wish to redeem the entire account, and you're good. So after your encashment is completed, you just have to wait for our payout day. And normally our payout day is every Friday. Okay. There we go. So if I completed all of them, you will see all of those accounts with amounts more than 500 are now encashed properly. Okay. There we go. So multiple encashment has been done. So how to redeem your FitPair GC via mobile app? What is FitPair GC? So basically, each time your account earns a pairing bonus, every time you have the FIP pairing bonus, those FIP pairing bonus will not be included on your cash out or on your encashment every Friday. It will just continue to accumulate on your account unless you redeem it. And you can redeem it for a lot of options. You can redeem it for products. You can redeem it for gadgets, appliances, for tuition fees. And you can also redeem it using, for travel. Let's say we have a travel incentive. You can utilize your points if you wish to bring someone like your loved ones on that particular travel. Also, the chairman opened the option of redeeming points just in case you wish to buy a brand new house or a car, as long as your points covers the amount of that particular purchase. Okay. So redemption options, again, products. For products, it has to be under SRP. Let's say, for example, our OptiWhite glutathione, it's priced at 2,175 pesos. So if you wish to redeem, it has to be the exact peso value of the product you wish to redeem. Now, for gadgets of your own choice, it has to be times 2 the peso value. Let's say, for example, I wish to purchase a 20,000 pesos mobile phone or a cell phone. Now, when I do the redemption, the points will be, I have to redeem double points. So if it's 20,000 pesos, then I will have to redeem 40,000 points or 42,000 GC points in order for me to utilize that redemption for gadget. And that also applies for appliances, tuition assistance, travel, and more exciting options to come. Okay, just have to wait for those. So for the Opti redemption guidelines, every redemption is actually limited to 50,000. That's in pesos. Okay, So that's an equivalent of 100,000 GC per week. Excuse me. Now, disclaimer that under my discussion, I will be discussing everything in pesos because again, rate may change from time to time, so you just have to check the rate whenever you make purchases, just to make sure you are redeeming the correct account. Please bear with me one quick moment. All right, I'm back. So again, every redemption is limited to 50,000 pesos or 100,000 GC per week. So if you wish to redeem for more, then it has to be redeemed multiple times because every week you're only allowed to redeem up to 50,000. Product redemption does not require pre-approval as long as stocks are available. Gadgets, appliances, tuition assistance requires pre-approval within 2 weeks. After application, applicant duly signed the GC redemption form at our head offices. So for our members that's currently residing abroad, here's how you will do it. You can actually create an authorization letter authorized to your sponsor here in Manila to do the redemption on your behalf. So when you make the purchase and a check is generated to offset or to reimburse that particular purchase, then your representative can still redeem the check on your behalf with your authorization letter and, of course, your ID. Okay? So, moving forward, all redemptions except products and tuition assistance program requires official receipt. All right. So, whenever you make your redemption and once it's approved, make sure that on the receipt, it has to be under the company name and it has to be submitted upon approval. Otherwise, your reimbursement check will not be released. So, what should be included on the receipt? First, it should be under the company name. Then it should be One Opti Lifestyle International OPC, and the OR or the official receipt should not show your name. It has to be under the company name in order for you to take advantage of this particular option. All right. Now, moving forward, so this is how you can proceed with the redemption. Just have to click on the GC icon. So after you click on the GC icon, click on Request GC. That's another icon. And from this page, you will now see that under your gift certificate, I have 43,220. And from here, you can actually include the exact amount that you wish to redeem without any comma. So in this example, for this particular example, I wish to redeem like a sort of assorted products worth 37,100. So just put in straightforward 37,100 and click on submit GC request. Then there will be a pop-up that will come up. Kindly wait while we process your request. And once your request is completed, it will actually direct you to the encashment history where you can see the status of your redemption showing the status as pending. Okay. So like the encashment option, it will only get processed once the encashment window has been completed around 12 midnight. Okay. So in this manner, my GC redemption is done. Okay. So for this one, I just have to wait another week until I get my check for whatever I redeem, or if it's product, then I will get the product. Okay. So I hope this helps. Now for the summary of trading overall, the Opti mobile app is an additional perks of being an Optimian. So it is a very good tool that provides all your needs online to monitor, keep track, and perform necessary tasks to enhance your Opti business experience. It actually provides convenience basically anytime, anywhere, just with the use of your mobile phone and internet data. And of course, the mastery of the functionalities of every icon and every pages of the mobile app would be a great edge, which will further bring you more value of being an independent Opti or One Opti dealer. So keep on learning, keep on sharing. You are an Optimian, not by accident. God brought you here to become a channel of hope and blessings to many. All right. So God bless and more power, Optimians. Happy sharing, happy caring. I hope this training will give you an edge or an additional information that would help you easily understand how our online works. And there will be more trainings coming in to help you or empower you to become a better Optimian in the future. Okay, so God bless everyone. One Opti, simply the best. Once again, my name is Coach Hans, your coach, your mentor, your guide. So congratulations and thank you, and keep on watching our videos. Okay, thanks. Thank you, everyone. God bless all.